right. G'day everyone. Welcome back to the Absolutely Unnecessary podcast. Today we are lucky enough to have newly crowned Hex Featherweight Champion Khan Offley and newly crowned Eternal Welterweight Champion Joseph Luciano with us to discuss their fights and talk some shit. So let's kick it off. Welcome.
Thanks, boys.
Look, long time no see. Thanks for being on.
Yeah,
Really appreciate it.
Joey, you're dressed suspiciously well for a Friday afternoon before we spar.
I had a couple of dates, meeting with sponsors, and Australian MMA pays well, so I got the Tommy Hilfiger out.
Yep. You're looking awfully flash.
Bit of dust on your knees. Actually, those shoes, I wouldn't be surprised. Can we get them on camera? Look at those. Very nice.
Fucking Lygon Street, get up for sure. That's a massive Lygon Street, get up.
Some chat laps after training.
All right, so Khan, how'd you pull up after your fight?
Yeah, pulled up all good. It was a war. It was a war. It is what it is, and but nothing major, so we can get back into training and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, which the next one has to be Contender Series or UFC. Like you would think. Obviously, that's not how these things work, but given the body of work that you've put in, and if they're looking for exciting fights and people who go out there and just put it all on the line and look for finishes, like fucking have a look at this fight. That's all they can ask for.
Yeah,
you've got the body of work.
Yeah,
good records of all of your opponents, massive win streak, finish heavy fighting style, and most recent fight like a banger. Like if you can get on their radar, I just don't see why that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
What's your win streak at the moment, Khan?
8-fight win streak with 7 finishes.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah, like fuck me. Heavy. What else do you have to do? And it's not like there's guys. We were looking at guys the other day who have beaten guys like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 1 and whatever, and that's just not the case with
and
you.
Across Brave, UAE Warriors, Hex, Eternal, like all
and a Bellator veteran.
Yeah.
Huge. Anyway, let's watch this fight. All right, so opening bell. I was here. Instructions were, Khan, just avoid the car crash.
Yeah.
Sure. Got it.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Zoned in.
My favourite was all the Turks in the crowd.
Mate,
just
the
like,
Turks fucking
Khan!
the Turks fucking love it.
Best fans,
I
man.
love it.
Smash him, Khan!
Lots of fainting out here.
Yeah, probably more from him than me at this stage.
He's a little goofy.
Yeah, it's
Jumps around a lot.
Yeah.
It's obviously quite hard to prepare. Like, no one really can.
It's nice you're like, swinging at a soft pace there, Khan.
Yeah. Good to see you just
Well,
like.
at least you're actually well grounded.
Good to see you just like loosen into it.
Yeah,
Find your rhythm.
Oh.
That was nice. Oh, just swung from the fences on that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So,
good
yeah.
counter right there.
Especially when he went southpaw.
You got your good one there.
Yeah.
Tagged. Cover up.
Yeah, nice. Good cover. And nothing really landed in that.
Oh.
And that was a nice left hook.
Cross left
Or
hook.
square as well.
Yeah.
Once you dropped him, Khan, were you thinking to keep striking or engage the clinch and grapple there? Like he came up pretty
I
well.
wanted to strike, but obviously, with every fight you make small mistakes. I should have probably pushed him away and kicked him in the head, but
And then this is a nice roll through to end up on top.
transition.
Yeah. Good. So
Beautiful.
It's a minute and a half now, so.
Yeah.
In. Still landing some decent shots. Nice elbow there. Ooh, pity that one missed.
I know. Stayed there, that he would hate that one.
Were you fully like gone here where you weren't like paying attention to corner, or could you hear advice but you weren't like, what's the?
Nah, at first round I couldn't really hear too much.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
bloody
loud
nasty.
in
Yeah,
there.
it was all the
So
Turks
loud.
going,
I'd almost like stopped at some, stopped at one stage here. So now, like, you know, because I was trying to yell and I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't hearing shit.
Yeah,
I think the crowd doesn't help with me engaging in that car crash either.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So it was like
This is
it was.
nice.
takedown.
man.
So
It
here
was
we
as
go. So 2.5 minutes in, you've got this takedown now.
It's everyone who's fight or is close to someone who fights knows it's way harder to watch your teammates and your friends fight than it is to fight yourself. And me and Sem were sitting behind Simon and Raja, and me and Sem were fucking as wound up as you would see us at that fight. It was fucking just the energy in there because there was a lot on the line, and it was like fuck. It was wild, especially after this first round. We were sitting there going, fucking hell, this is a wild fight.
Yeah, I was up the back and there was probably half of Ankara there. And like it actually made me super anxious. Not because you weren't, you know, doing the job. It was just like, oh shit, fuck.
putting pressure, yeah.
There's a lot, like
Like
a lot of punches
yeah,
thrown into
yeah,
the guard
man.
there, but I mean, he's definitely just going, not really in a position to need.
No, and it was kind of hard to even control when he's just constantly just trying to throw something at you, you know.
He's like, he's been held for like 3 seconds and looks to the judge, the ref, like, well, he's stalling. Yeah, and then
That was nice body lock.
switch up, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually did that a few times in the fight where it was just like, he's just trying to find the chance to just get up.
Yeah, trying
Feet
to
on the
game
hips,
the system
yeah.
a little bit.
So here I was actually, the game plan kind of was not trying to put a lot of energy into actually trying to hold him down to begin with, just because I knew there was a 5-round fight. So
What saved
Oh,
Oh, see, that
that
was-
pull cross, that was
beautiful.
fucking mint.
yeah,
that? Was that from Orthodox you did that?
that was from Southpaw.
Southpaw, yeah.
I mean, so that's proper drop. I know there's been a lot of Instagram that he, from him, let's be honest, that he dropped you multiple times. He actually got some good shots, but I would say you've chopped him 2 times cleanly to
Yeah.
none so far.
Clean.
Yeah.
So you were trying to save some energy in the grapple so you could swing real hard in the striking?
I mean, you look here, he looks, this is where I was actually like, I think in the corner going, he looked like he was fatigued because he's a bit wobbly on his feet, but not rocked wobbly, like fatigue wobbly.
He's
definitely
still
a good
going,
shot
though.
that got me
Oh,
off,
he's
yeah.
still
He's
like,
his game
fucking
as.
goes.
yeah.
His
Well, that
game
was even in
as,
the
man.
Hassan fight. He looked wobbly when he knocked him, like, you know, like he was throwing everything into everything.
Did you feel a big strength difference between the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I kind of locked my hands around his waist, I was like, yeah, come here, boy.
Yeah.
That's probably because of the massive weight difference, apparently. According to Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know where he's kind of getting that from because it was actually a hard weight cut and
Yeah,
I didn't have time to rehydrate. I weighed in at 8 p.m. So
Yeah.
200 grams difference between you two. And I don't think it would have been much more on fight night, but anyway. Who knows?
It's just because Khan looks so jacked with his supreme muscle bellies.
But to be fair, like Jarrett's probably 4 or 5 inches taller as well.
Do you remember any of the advice from the corner in between rounds?
I do. Yeah. It was actually pretty good in that sense. I think the corner advice, yeah.
That was a beautiful. He actually had his own hand trapped under his
it was
hip,
buckled, yeah.
and he did well to get back from that. To be honest, like I even at the time I thought that was. might have
Even
been-
there was a bit of
I want to see this. I want to see this pull cross because it's fucking mint.
I actually went southpaw on purpose because I knew he was lunging in with his shot, so I knew that shot would actually land.
Yeah,
so I went
beautiful.
southpaw and I was like, I'm going to have more distance on him
Yeah.
and he's going to come into
But
me.
boom.
Nice.
That
Nice.
was beautiful.
No wind up on it either.
that's-
That
I
was
know,
real
different
nice.
body proportions, but that's the Conor McGregor style.
Yeah. What?
Front
Bang.
body. Nice.
Yeah. Hot to trot.
Simo, what was your advice to Khan in between the rounds?
It was to push the grapple and to
Yeah.
tie up and sort of slow the pace of it down, like make him carry and I was also just trying to reiterate that he won't keep this pace for 5 rounds.
Too
like,
long, yeah.
and that he was, and then I sort of between 2 and 3 was pretty much exacerbate, like even reiterating it even more. Just go straight to the grapple. You get them all in. Because whenever Khan tied up, there was a massive difference.
Yeah.
He just probably wasn't doing that next consolidation phase early on. But
This round onwards, I definitely had the grapple in my mind and to kind of slow him down and control the fight a little bit more. But it's just bloody bouncing around so much. So I just had to find my.
it takes a lot of energy though to do that. Like for
Yeah.
So you're trying to set up some more counter striking or dip him for a takedown at this point?
Yeah, I'm just kind of just waiting for my moment, waiting for my time. I didn't want to rush any takedowns or anything like that. You know, obviously having the 5 rounds, you know, I knew.
Yeah,
Time would
nice
go.
off
That was
balance.
nice,
Yeah.
not a lot so far this round. Like,
Yeah, not so.
So was that a big shot you copped? Like that wobbled you, or was that a balance?
Yeah, that one hurt me a little bit,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Looks
Not-
like
not
you
to
ate
the
it for
extent
breakfast.
That I'm, you know, completely backing off and not trying to engage with him. So I'm still there. You know.
Looked like you ate it like a sujuk pide, bro.
throws a lot into the high guard. Like when you're just missed.
Nice and patient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
nice.
a good right hand. Nice.
The old nut shot. Did you do that on purpose, bro?
No.
we drilled that a lot. What are you doing now?
Jack, I suppose you sparring with Khan so much. He's dangerous on the counter, or Jarrett was just running into his stuff. Because when
Nah,
I see
Khan's-
Khan spar, he just runs
The
forward and
thing
beats
about
everyone
like
up.
Khan is
Left hook.
smart. I still think
And see
that
that I think is the only claim to a drop in the fight. But that was you falling over and rolling through.
100%. 100%. Like I was stepping and he kicked, that heel landed on the back of my head. So it was more of an off balance type of thing.
Well, you had your hand right right up over your temple.
The rollout was pretty acrobatic too.
I've been practicing that. BJJ drills.
Yeah, that's why we've brought them in after that. So,
Hey, I guess you do use them.
Yeah. I guess with that in regards to the counter, and I mean this as a massive compliment.
minutes.
I think you haven't seen, like we haven't scratched the surface of how well Khan actually does fight. I think this fight was probably like on the lower end of how good Khan
Yeah.
is in respect to like what you can actually see from him. So to go out there, that's what you train for, is to go out there on what your night where you're not 100% and still be able to find a way to win, which Khan did really well. But in terms of his sparring, he's good on the counter, he's good on the front foot. It's when we spar, it's like you have to be completely switched on for your whole 5 minutes, and yet you don't really get time to stop and try new things, because if you're off your game by a fraction of an inch, one or the other will get the better of each other. So it's good in one sense, but when you need to actually practice some shit, we have to find other partners.
have to get some of the amateur boys
Yeah.
and give them their licks.
so doing well here, controlling that far side underhook. Got good elbows in. It's nice.
Khan, what belt are you?
over.
What belt are you in BJJ?
Black.
Black.
Black belt.
Shows.
Black belt.
Black
Yeah,
belt.
sick,
Jiu-jitsu.
man. Jiu-jitsu.
Can't have top pressure. Hate being underneath you when you're on the top. Like,
If
shit
anyone's
spot to be.
been underneath.
This
they-
fucking
they-
half guard with
oh,
your head on the far side just
Well,
sucks.
it's like having a very compact brick on you, I suppose.
Yeah. Small and just doesn't move. Like, yeah, sick.
This is nice. Very takes a lot of energy from a person
For him
like,
to
try
actually do all that.
Bucking like that.
then
Nice
straight
ground and
back to the
pound.
guard.
Khan.
Yeah, nice.
Clean
Good
punches.
shots.
I like how you've circled his head back to the fence, give him some room that he can't move into.
Veteran move.
So I'm going to ask. I know you say I sit on the fence too much. So obviously Jared has been on, but if he wasn't given that round on the scorecards, then all Melbourne it was a robbery and that he clearly won in Jarrett's words, he dominated the second round. How would you boys score that round?
Look,
Watching that, after watching him spent the last 2.5 minutes on his back being punched.
To be honest, I'll probably be devil's advocate here. When he was on the ground, slapping Khan from the bottom, I think that was pretty devastating.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how. You go.
The only way you could go is if you're a judge and you count the wheel kick shot that he landed
As a
was a knockdown, then you could score it that way.
But you can,
that
you
means-
can,
that-
you can
his
see there.
calf is
Yeah,
his head,
you can
where
see
his
there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're a judge from the outside, that might be the way that goes. But no, I think you won that.
And I think, like, we're watching it on video right now. In person, there's a different perspective. And, like, that wheel kick didn't look like it did much. It looked like you were stepping back, and that's why you rolled out of it. So,
But again, it's a fucking null and void dumbass point to make.
yeah.
Because you got
100%.
choked out.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like maybe
It's clutching at straws a little bit,
It's
isn't
like
it?
me going back to the first Medina fight and be like, yeah, but first round I was smoking it. Like
Yeah,
my leg
yeah.
kicks were on. It's like, you took my arm and snapped it. Like,
Yeah.
that's how
That's
fights
what-
happen.
I actually didn't see what that first engagement was at the
It
start
was
of the
actually
round.
just I was kicking at the same time and he kicked
Yeah.
my leg, so
Yeah.
I just tripped over.
Yeah, cool.
But here, this is when all the Turks are going wild and
Khan!
all right.
Fucking whenever one of you Turk boys fights, you have to sort of brace yourself for the crowd to
Jump
get
in
up
the-
and
yeah.
about. Yeah,
Jump in the cage.
you need to have other Turks there on standby to control.
Yeah.
So I'm actually choking him here with a bulldog.
Was he rattling a little bit? Going,
He was.
Yeah.
And he slipped out of it. And I gave him respect for that. And I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to put this guy away,
Sleep him.
exactly.
Yeah.
Here,
Beautiful, man.
here's something funny happens here. He'll do a little bridge or something. And he says, oh, fuck. He tries to bridge and he goes, oh, fuck. And then and there, I was like, I've got you. boy.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I've got you,
yeah.
boy. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, start attacking that arm. I'm still trying to be heavy here, obviously trying to control him, but now I'm just starting to attack and starting to progress my position.
He's like looking,
Yeah,
sort of giving it back.
Was that the bridge there?
possibly, yeah.
Fuck.
Whereas like, oh, fuck, that didn't work.
He's pretty squirmy. Like he's trying to,
Yeah, nothing.
nothing super technical, but he's flying. That was probably the one where he went, fuck.
This is where I gift wrap him and I
Yeah.
and I was like, if you're gonna stay here, I'm gonna TKO you here. That's when he turns. Well, I forced a turn.
Yeah, with
And I
He
body
went to a
triangle.
body triangle, belly down.
I'm surprised those legs of yours can get a body triangle. Cal.
yeah, he went to sleep.
Whoa,
pretty quick.
whoa.
Greg, bit rough.
Clen.
Greg was like,
Clen throwing down.
get the fuck off him.
I think he goes,
That's my boy.
I think Clen goes, get off of me, dog.
Great. Yeah, nice. Good win. Good win.
Thanks, boys.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
Little too exciting, but hey, that's
Yeah,
cool.
fuck.
That's cool as fuck,
that's
man.
what the UFC
yeah,
want, don't they?
100%.
I think.
Are you trying to taunt Joey because we're about?
Yeah,
to
thanks. man. Hey, can we watch like
No, that was really exciting, and that's what the UFC want to see from someone who's right on the cusp there.
Yeah. And here's the other end of the scale. So, no.
can we watch like this in 30-second bursts?
Well, this is probably what I should have done.
Yeah, but you want to get signed, yeah? Oh, don't look at my record. Just look at the results. It looks like we're fighting a
fighting
pair of
the same
brothers.
It looks so
Hey, they even did their hair the same way.
Oh, man.
Wow.
This is high res, isn't it?
Work rids.
Look,
Are the viewers going to see a better version than this? Or what are they?
hopefully not.
Okay.
So my game plan was to stand and bang, threaten him with the shots, but, just throw some awkward kicks and stuff. Now, what I will say about Caleb, he wasn't as fast as I thought he was, but he had an offbeat tempo.
Yeah.
And it was super awkward to get the gauge on it.
Can we just pause to say that was the ugliest wheel kick I've ever seen?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Tempo.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was super hard to... I thought he'd be a little quicker and I'd be able to pick up on his timing, but he was slower than I thought. But the goofy stuff was really offbeat. So,
Yeah.
just sort of took my time. Wanted to show him the shot.
The lead up for the,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, no jokes, Simon.
Goofy, not fucking slow.
Hey, Simo's actually pretty quick. And I'm sure he thought I was going to shoot a bit more at the start of it. So just sort of lulling him into a bit of a false sense of security there. Can we fast forward a bit or no?
Oh, the hammer fist to the thigh.
That actually tore the fascia in my leg.
Brutal.
Head inside. He did a good job to sprawl there, but he sprawled over the top of me. And once I got him to the fence, I thought, there is a bit of a skill gap here. Like, he's not really doing the right things. He's not scissoring his legs. And he gave me the handcuff too. So I think I put his head into the mat there.
I like how you're
It's
stepping
just
on
your
that calf.
bread and butter. here.
Yeah. The crowd's going wild at the moment. You can see them in the back.
You can literally just see it.
Ooh, Joey, yeah. So,
You can actually, now that you can actually see the crowd, I can't help but look like
yeah, they're loving
pretty sure
like
the guy
that
in the
guy
blue
at the
shirt's
back is
falling
like,
asleep.
yeah.
The guy with the yellow hat, he's definitely starting to nod off. Like,
Hey, that's my dad, man.
yeah.
You look at it's actually Dylan.
What's that?
It's Dylan Lahari.
So I tend to get here a lot. And I was going to go for a glory choke, but, just a bit more pressure. And it's funny. I thought he says he doesn't cut much weight. So I thought this guy's going to be super fit and not very strong. He was a little stronger than I thought he would be, but he wasn't as fit. Like, he started breathing pretty heavy halfway through the first round, and I went, oh, okay.
Well, when you carry a bloke who walks in at fucking
I actually
86.
walked in really light for this, man.
86?
A little under.
Yeah, right.
In the morning, I woke up around there, and it's probably the lightest I've walked in to any of my fights for a long time, I think.
Lighter than last time we fought on the Goldie.
Yeah, way lighter, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because Tristan, you were over 90, weren't you?
Yeah, I was 91 kilos. I walked in, and
Yeah.
like I saw a photo of that, and it looked like, it was huge. It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember when we got to the venue, Joe's like to me, how heavy did you get? I'm like, about 73, like same as always. What about you? And he's like, 91. I was like, fuck.
But what was more impressive was the 104 the following week after the
Yeah,
fight, where I was
oh, mate.
I'm pretty sure your kidneys have stopped working, Joe. You
Nah,
need to
it was the gluten, Simmer. It was the gluten.
How,
antibiotics.
the difference between Lygon Street Joey and fucking KFC drive-through Joey is fucking monster.
Do you know what? I didn't eat any KFC. It was just like blocks of chocolate every day and pasta, man.
Oh, really?
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
So he was trying to do the right thing and press himself up against a cage, which like Simo and I were pretty aware that he was going to do. So that's why I was doing. Here's a good example. You can see I'm actually toe walking my feet out to disrupt his base and then hopefully pull him backwards.
That's cool.
So, if you can appreciate the terrible grappling arts, you might kind of like that. If you can't, I get it. Watch Khan fight.
It's funny because you started as a Muay Thai guy, didn't you, Joey?
Yeah,
like
man.
You're training, and you always wanted to fight at Lumpini.
Yeah, that was the dream, K1 and Lumpini.
Well, you just got offered to fight at Lumpini.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah.
Did that land?
I hit him with this, not my tricep, not my
that's pretty-
the walk
love
off
that.
Walk-off
smile
Walk-off
was because
smile.
I knew he was gassed, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you in the next round.
And did you?
No, I didn't. But confidence.
Shit.
There wasn't much discussion between the rounds. I think Simo said, "Yeah, good round, mate," and I'm like,
Yeah, it wasn't. To be honest, it was pretty much do more of the same.
Yeah.
Breast back, recover, go
Yeah.
again, a little bit more.
And like we've had 7 fights together.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm like in between the rounds. I reckon I'm pretty much in the moment. I can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
and everything. But for this, sort of everything went really well. The weight cut, everything, the weigh in, everything. And I was looking at Simo and I heard what you were saying and I was like, yeah, man, I will do this. It was just, it was. I was
There wasn't like too much technically to correct
Yeah.
or whatever. It's kind of like, I can't remember. I think
maybe
it was
don't throw a
some-
wheel kick,
What's that? Sorry. Yeah.
Throw him, just not that one.
Not real bad. So he's hopping around, and I'm like, nah, I'll do the same. And I think it's either this round or the next one. I throw an overhand just to keep him
Start
watching
of
his
the
P's
third
and
it
Q's.
was.
Yeah. Chop him up, waited for him to overextend, and,
And he sprawled well, and you just went, I can still get you.
yeah. This is the one where I
So
think I might
nice.
have done his ankle. It was maybe this one, and I heard him groan.
What's it called? Syndesmosis?
Yeah, something like that. He did some ligaments or something out the back, what the doc was saying. But I heard him groan, and I thought I did his knee, to be honest.
On that one?
Yeah,
Or this
one
one
of them,
coming
his
up?
knee, his
I think
knee
it's
pops
a little bit
out.
later.
But yeah, he's not having a great time here.
Simon immediately looks at Ritz. Ritz!
Nice level change.
Ooh.
Bit of a lift action there. And
I
that-
love
He was
that
trying
high
to-
C.
He's trying to obviously
yeah,
attack your neck there.
yeah,
so-
yeah. He was trying to attack the neck, but I've got I think my guillotine defense is okay because I've been choked out that many times with it. So
Yeah. And when you have a grapple heavy approach to certain things, like especially shooting lows, you get used to
yeah,
when you're in trouble and when
just
you're not.
application of
Especially when you
pressure
can
and
flat
everything.
around the fence
Yeah.
with the close guard. Like it's very hard for him to get the right angle to get finishing pressure from there.
Yeah, he didn't really use his whizzer that well. That's why I kept just slinging to the back.
Just starting to sweat.
You should be.
Fucking stops working.
I'm not even looking in that direction now. Just in case. That one. That
Yeah.
was more likely than
Yeah.
it.
Oh, fuck.
And I
missed it.
think.
I mean, I've seen you do that to a lot of people in training.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, Will.
yeah.
Well, is it from behind when you lift them up and turn them and they try and put a foot down?
No, it's more like he goes across the knee.
The old sling tackle from footy. You know?
Oh, right.
I think you yelled at me on
The
that
one where you,
takedown.
the one
Simo.
where
What's
if you're
that? I
think
coaching,
you
you're
yelled at
watching
me
and you go,
on
wait,
that
don't,
one.
don't,
What do you
don't.
mean?
You were like, oh no, because it looked like he was going to come on top on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sling one.
Come on. You're a little bit out of position,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest. Like, you, if you tried to force that one against the wrong person, you could lose position.
Look, I would say it's superior balance, but
Sure.
here he's hurting a bit. Like I can hear him wheezing.
Yeah.
And he's getting a little desperate with the elbows and stuff. I was concerned he'd elbow me in the clinch. So you see my head pressure. I'm really hugging him just so he doesn't hit me with any spinning back elbows or stuff like that. He had quite a few knockouts like that. I think the thing with Caleb is he's not a massively devastating striker until he is.
Yeah.
Like he's not damaging you. He's pitter-pattering. He's doing some weird stuff and then bang, you're out.
Yeah.
So I had to respect that a bit more than I probably usually would. With
And he
guys.
tries to hit from unusual positions.
Yeah.
Even like when we're watching the footage, he'll knee every time you clinch up, even if he's not got the dominant grips. in
Yeah,
the
which
clinch.
can be really dangerous,
Yeah.
because it's unpredictable. So
And yeah, he will try elbow people when they're on their back if you give space.
yeah.
You know.
Here I thought I'd drag him off the fence. He was using that really well, so I couldn't get any subs in place. So I thought having multiple angles of attack might help me out, but I think he just crawls back to the fence at one stage. Here I thought about the
Lahari.
Das or the Dylan Lahari, but wasn't there. Forced it a little, as Dylan does. Yeah, and just went back. It's funny, his corner.
Actually, that was something. Remember ages ago we looked at the footage that Jack and Manson set up on the fence for that?
Exactly.
That was, it wasn't, yeah. That was possible.
It's funny, we spent a lot of the time over in his corner, so I could hear the instructions they were giving him.
What were they saying? Like,
Just like, stand up, horse. Come on, crazy horse. And I nearly went, he can't. But I'm like, stay in the moment.
They would have
you know?
appreciated that because Caleb would have done the same.
Yeah.
So here, this is the end of the second round. I went for the choke, wasn't there, came up, and I hear the bell go just then when I stopped elbowing him. But I had a bit of a brain fade and I thought the round was about to be done.
Yeah.
Like it was done after the elbow, but it wasn't. I should have kept elbowing him there and gone for the
I was
TKO.
actually going,
yeah.
screaming, go. Like, pour it on now. Try.
But yeah, that was a little bit of me drifting off, which you can say I'm a little disappointed with myself for not finishing him there.
He doesn't look healthy as he stood up then.
Nah, yeah. Sam's doing a real good job with that ice on my neck.
Yeah.
I mean, that punch you went under, like that had a bit on it.
Yeah, that had a bit,
Like,
yeah.
They're the ones that could get put you to sleep.
Do you reckon it might have been that slam?
Don't know. I think it might have been one where I sort of twisted
like
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that
that's
was
the one where
definitely
he
it.
ground-
Yeah.
He groaned.
And that could have been MCL or...
Yeah, I thought it was, MCL or LCL.
What did,
when
what
it
did
went-
the one
Will,
thing you
what
tell
did Will
people
do?
not to do
I
in
think he
training.
did his LCL.
Okay,
He did that.
Yeah. It actually wasn't in that position.
Sorry, Will. Look, so he told me after the fight he was aware he did the injury in the second round and he thought he would just come out in the third and go for it. So respect for that, you know.
Yeah.
Like the dude's pretty game.
Yeah, really.
Both those Corn Road Aussie dudes are pretty game. Just keep him honest with the overhand. Back him up to the fence. And then bang, head inside. They were definitely worried about my head outside double.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they were practicing knees out the back. So thought I'd change it up and go head inside.
Yeah.
Simo, that's one you've showed me to sit across. So.
Yeah. It looked like the knee pressure. It's hard one sometimes in practice because you almost
Yeah,
be
you don't want
careful
to
in
jump
that.
on
Yeah, you don't want to
someone's
hurt,
knee.
but when a fight,
Yeah.
you're like, fuck it. Go for it.
It's funny, like when you've got guys broken down there and they're putting their hand on the mat, it's like, fuck, I just want to knee you in the face. And like,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of an annoying spot.
So like
Now I've
blocking
got
on
the
fence
inside
side,
hook, yeah.
And on the fence side, which...
Fence
fuck,
side
I
hook.
don't
Once you got fence side hook, it's
Yeah. He defended that pretty well up until that point. So it was good once I could grab it.
very small detail, but like as a black belt, like I know, like it's a weird.
Thanks, man. No. Thanks, Khan. Way to rub it in, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a foot fetish either, but I'm constantly looking at your feet, and it's like your toes.
Yeah.
Your toes.
Yeah, so like for anyone that grapples, when you hand walk and you're trying to get someone up for like a choke, I'm doing the same thing with my feet, I suppose. And then bang.
there's a choke and it's done.
Yeah, it's done. We probably could have skipped the rest of it, but
Whoa, what's up, cuz?
what Raj,
How
bro?
are you? You want to come sit down?
Well, then fuck
Well,
off
you've
then.
you've interrupted now. Come sit down.
Either in or out.
We just watched a super exciting
We just
grappling.
watched Joey fucking grapple his way through.
Yeah. Look, it was nice not to get hit by the most dangerous striker in the division.
And Khan's also a black belt.
And Khan's a black belt.
Khan's dropped
Telling
it about
the
6
purple
lifetimes.
belt about how hot his feet are. What he's doing with his feet, eh? Yeah, so that was that. You could probably skip most of it if you wanted to watch.
Good
but-
fight.
I think
though,
that replay kind of gets the
Yeah, you get
best
the
part
point,
of
yeah.
best parts of the fight.
Yeah. No,
Mate,
it was good. Good
yeah.
fight. Good
Thank you,
couple of
man.
results.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think I think probably the most important thing to recognize out of those two fights for like the guys on the team and the guys coming up is that out of the fights, you two had the 2 fights that were the 2 biggest over the last, and you were the 2 quickest to be back in the gym and back to your routine, not just for yourselves, but also helping the rest of the team. And that's like significantly more important than winning any one single fight, is just having that attitude throughout your whole career. And you two both are really good examples of that at the top end of the team.
Like, I can't speak for Black Belt Khan, but like for me, you know, the other welterweight boys and the whole team in general put in so much. I'd feel a little disingenuous if I piss off for 2 weeks after the fight, even if, like, you know, I don't want to train super intense.
That's an unusual hand grab on the referee. See how he's got your
kinda
wrist,
cute.
but he's holding a hand. Looks like they're going to go for a walk on the beach. Look at that. I've never seen that. That's
funny.
Why didn't I get a
Hickmont,
hand
you're a
hold?
creep.
Hickmont, come on, man. Hold my hand.
I've never seen that. They normally always grab the wrist.
That's support.
I wonder if he's like tickling with the middle finger on the palm of his hand.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's funny at this point. I don't know, Jack, when you got the Eternal Belt, how you felt about it when you first got it, but I thought I'd have this like rush and I'd be going, yeah, I'm the greatest ever. But it was like, oh, cool. I did the job, and the satisfaction from doing the job outweighed like me thinking I'm the greatest ever getting the belt.
Yeah. For me, it was different because in sort of the 4 or 5 months before this, we'd been going through everything with Sai.
Okay.
So it was a bit more emotional in that sense. And I think also for that fight, I was brought in kind of as the B-side. Like I was the last minute guy who got brought up. So like it was all, and even if you listen to the commentary is all very much Diego's the guy, he's here, and Jack's.
I still remember you don't want to be stuck in the top of Diego Piero's half guard while Jack's on top. Like
beating okay.
This is not where Jack wants to be.
Yeah, it was like
I'm very happy here.
I don't know about that. So for me, it wasn't necessarily the belt, but the build up with everything that had happened, and then getting brought in late notice as the B-side and making the weight. It was more of it was probably the most emotional I've ever been after a fight, just getting that one. But it wasn't, again, it probably wasn't the belt. It was everything else in conjunction with it.
It's funny. The thing that got me, I'm like, oh, sweet, I got the belt. Going to get a photo with the ring girls, you know, sick, don't touch me, my wife's watching. Touch me later. No. And I looked over. Fuck, even talking about it now makes me feel a bit emotional. I looked over and I saw Dylan and Sam and saw they had tears in their eyes. And that actually made me feel emotional. I was like, fuck, these guys care about me in that way and want my success so much that they're getting emotional about it. And I was like, fuck, yeah, they are right.
Yeah, no, they're good dudes. It's good.
Yeah. That's just the team that we have now. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the best part right now.
It's crazy, man. I don't think it feels so organic, and I think a lot of other teams don't have that, and then maybe they look at that and go, what's wrong with those guys? Or they just don't get it. Like the bond that's going on with the crew at the moment, you know, it's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
It's fucking fun to be in the gym too, especially now like we can all pick on Ritz.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. And we've got Black Belt Khan.
Black Belt Khan.
That is going to be rolled out a lot now.
Hashtag Black Belt Khan.
Because he just told us all that he's a black belt.
About 6 times in the one podcast. He preferenced everything that he said as a black belt. Yeah. Don't get the facts getting away with a good story. That's what you can learn from Jack.
Jack, are you a black belt?
I'm not a black belt.
You're not. You're brown belt.
I'm a
Jack.
brown belt. Yeah.
Simon, you're a black belt.
I thought you did get your...
No, I'm a brown belt.
Brown belt, Jack.
No. I'm holding off.
Raj, have you done any jits before? Blue belt, Raj. But that's like a Huas blue belt.
No, I got a black belt on it.
Nice.
I've been keen to change that, but it's hard taking it off someone and putting them back.
What's new with you, Raji? Coming off an injury, you're
Yeah, I ended up having a rupture in my arm, tendon. So I just had surgery, and now I'm coming back from that, and then looking to fight in August. That's what we're looking at.
Awesome, man. What shows?
Looking at Hex in August. Been speaking to them about that, so just waiting back to hear. I've already said yes, just waiting back on opponent-wise, pretty much.
Yeah, sick. It'll be good to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Probably be a bit more exciting than watching my last fight, but you know.
I thought your action fight was. We talking shit, but it was good. It was good, man.
I was at the house.
That's why you guys are the best.
Yeah. As a black belt, can't thought it was good.
Khan looked at that grappling from a black belt's perspective. He was really, he was really happy with it.
Nice.
So do we want to talk any UFC or what we got this weekend?
I don't know. I fucking would like a fight for one.
Yeah. Actually, get them.
Yeah. That who? Yeah, he got booked on the Canada card. That guy.
Nate Lander got.
No. The builder, the guy who fought.
Yeah.
The guy from Contender who fought Shane Young.
Oh,
He got booked against a Canadian on the Alberta card.
Oh, okay.
But there's another Canadian featherweight who hasn't been booked yet.
Okay.
He's 4-2 though in the UFC, so
Yeah.
I think it's still a good fight. But
Yeah.
Where is the Canada card?
it's in Alberta, and I lived in Alberta
you were
for
in
3
Alberta.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool,
so
man.
it would be pretty cool. And I was there from 18 to 21, so it's like pretty formative years.
You reckon
Yeah,
someone-
Nate Landua. Oh, what? Dan Ige? Dan Ige would.
Jeez, that's a big step
Dan
up.
Ige would smash him. Fuck, Nate the
We were
Train.
just talking about that.
Yeah. I'd fight that guy for sure. Nate Landua, we're talking about.
Not
Nate the
Dan
Train.
Ige.
He was wearing
Nah,
like
damn, me and Dan Ige are cool. Me and Dan Ige are sweet, all right? Yeah, Nate the Train. I'll fight anyone. I want to fight July 8th, International Fight Week. Obviously, everyone wants to fight then, but I also wanted to fight May and I wanted to fight June. So, I just want to get back on the train. Not the Nate train, but I'm happy to be on that if he's keen.
Yeah.
International Fight Week, I'll fight anyone really. So, yeah, that's
a
UFC
cool.
news for
That'd
me.
be cool, man. That's a sick week.
Yeah.
I was there and I fought on the IMAF Worlds 1 year, and it's the whole Vegas is just buzzing for that whole week. It'd be sick if we get a crew over there.
Yeah,
Hopefully
100%.
some of us are on Contender or something as
Yeah,
well.
well, that's
and
that's what Simon and I have spoken about, and I'm sure you've all had it. Where if I can get on July, we might just get a house and fucking you boys get on Contender. Hopefully, we can just make a run of it through there.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, and then I think having done Contenders before now, we'll probably do it a little bit differently this time.
Got some better experience. And
Yeah,
stuff,
just
change
things
it up
that
a bit.
you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like little things like you only get 2 corners, and so we took Raja over there. Our whole plan was for me to spar Raja before we go out because I kind of need to spar before I fight, and then it's like I got no Raja, so. It's me and Andy sparring, which is it's good, but it's completely different to what and I was planning on doing takedowns, and the reactions and stuff are all different. Yeah, dialing in. So
Sparred me, remember?
no, you were. It was awesome.
Fuck you.
But yeah, we'll go back. Fuck, I actually just can't see a reason why either of you won't get on those Contender cards. You both lots of finishes, big win streaks, and can get it done.
Is there any cards in Oz or Asia?
They're talking.
Coming up?
End of
Yeah.
the year.
So the Labor government in New South Wales promised that they will bring the UFC back this year if they got elected, and they just got elected this week.
Hopefully Dan Andrews does something.
Yeah, fuck off to China again.
He promised to get the next one in Beijing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Dan Andrews has said, "I will take the UFC to Beijing."
That was his pitch.
I take back all my fuck Dan Andrews if that happens. It gets me on. Hey,
Yeah, fuck.
Anyway, well, I don't think we've got nothing else to chat about. We might as well wrap it up. We've got a spar soon. So.
We got spot.
Black belt Khan on the tear.
nice.